Hello to all you crazy people out there, and we are here fresh from watching the Super Mario Galaxy movie. I just wanted to give my thoughts on it because I initially went into it hesitant to kind of, well, I'll say I was worried because I had heard beforehand that it was receiving mixed and negative reviews, which I thought was concerning because it looked fine from all the trailers. I couldn't imagine what was wrong with it. And of course, the first Mario movie was pretty much great. It was everything I wanted from it, so I enjoyed it as a fan of the Mario series and everything. And I mean, art style and everything was nice. The only thing I had said negative about the first Mario movie was just their choice of music. So I was again concerned going into this one, but I was also optimistic. I was like, yeah, maybe it's just bad critics being bad critics again because they don't like game movies. So um, would I say it's a good movie? Absolutely. Just gonna get that right out of the way right off the bat. If you were worried about it like I was, or you're hesitant to see it, or wondering if you should see it, I would say yes. If you enjoy Mario movies, Nintendo, all this stuff, kind of stuff, or any even if you've seen it, or if you haven't seen the first one, I don't think the first one connects too much, aside from of course, the story plot between Bowser, Peach, and Mario, and that's kind of all that really connects from the first story. But aside from that, great movie. Definitely enjoyed it. And even better so, the choice of music, even like they didn't use any of their what was it like 70s music or 60s. I don't remember what genre of music they used last time. Like Take Me Home. They didn't do any of that. Everything was straight from Nintendo. Two thumbs up. Round of applause. So glad they didn't do anything like that, inserting any random generic music into a genre that has a plethora of songs and background music to choose from. Like, I'm so happy they did that. But if you wanted to just hear that, is it a movie that you should watch? Yes. If that's all you want to know, great. You should leave now because I'm going to remain mostly spoiler free. But I'm also going to kind of talk about my thoughts on the movie as I went through it. One of the being the big plot point was the Bowser redemption arc. Um, I honestly wish they had kept going with it, but he ends up not sticking through to it, unfortunately. So I guess, yeah, it's. I guess I was hoping they kind of would just keep going through with it because I was hoping that maybe it would set up for another Mario movie where they start doing the spin-off stuff. So like, because if he went through and now he's a good guy or quote unquote good guy, like obviously he's Bowser, he's still going to be a menace to society, but at least he wouldn't be like a we have to put a stop to him type of character. As you know, every single Mario game usually is, because he kidnaps the princess every single Super Mario game. But I was hoping they would at least try to justify or at least make him more of a frenemy kind of thing, to where he isn't just always on the back side, just waiting to burn you to a crisp. I was hoping they would make it to where he was more of a just a friendly antagonist, like witty banter and all that kind of stuff. Like you don't fully trust him, but you don't mind having him around because you know he's not going to do anything heinous. He might do something annoying or questionable, but he's not out to kill you. So I was hoping to do that so that again they could do more spin-offs, like maybe a racing kart movie or something like. I guess they kind of did that in the first one already, but Mario Party, like they could definitely make a good Mario Party movie. Mario Party has stories in them, so pick any one of them or all of them. You could probably make them interconnected. But I guess since they did just the Rosalina, they just did the Super Galaxy one. They could have done one for what was it, Super Mario or Mario Party 5, I believe it was. Yeah, I think 5 was the one where they introduced the star. Actually, no, they introduced that in 3, didn't it? Yeah, they introduced the stars in 3. Stars came early. Okay, so yeah, I think that what was the stars? That wasn't EGAD, was it? It might have been EGAD, but not EGAD. I forgot what that star's name is. No, it is EGAD. Yeah, EGAD. So yeah, but they didn't. So aside from that, other thoughts on it? The gags were fine. They were definitely more catering to they were definitely more catering towards children, but there wasn't anything that really made me like go or eye roll. Really, all of them were fine. I was smiling throughout the experience of it. So I mean, I enjoyed it. The only thing that really bugged me was just how many times Mario kept saying "Wahoo." I guess Chris Pratt was really trying to make up for the first movie, when everyone was making fun of him, how he said it, and it didn't sound anything like Mario. So I guess he was trying to really put in the work, which kudos to him. He did a lot better in this movie. I think he was really trying to give it his all. So, of course, Jack Black killed his Bowser as always. So no complaints there. Charlie did good as Luigi. I don't remember who the actor was for Yoshi. Apologies, but they did fine with Yoshi too. The only thing, I guess, because he just kept saying, obviously all he says is Yoshi, really, but he did fine. And obviously, the biggest star of the whole movie was the animation, art style, all that stuff. I don't remember if I talked about it, but if not, then yeah, the movie looked fantastic. No complaints there. Obviously, it's Nintendo and Illumination, so. And with Nintendo breathing over your shoulders, you know it's going to look good because they have crazy strict quality control standards. So, I will say one of these, again, spoiler stuff, but trying to remain spoiler free as possible. I wish I hadn't known about spoilers. Again, fast forward or something if you don't want to hear about this. Star Fox is in the movie. I wish I hadn't known that Fox McCloud was in the movie, because that would have been a great surprise to me. Like, I heard about it beforehand, but I didn't really look too deep into it. I just I found out about it from a post on YouTube first and foremost. Then I was like, wait, is that just fan art? Is he supposed to actually be in the movie? And then I saw in the comments that everyone was like, oh yeah, he found out and immediately made an art of it. I was like, oh no. So like, it was like maybe 5 minutes someone had found out about it and immediately was like, oh, I'm so excited. So they started spreading the word, which, I mean, hype, that's fine. But honestly, I kind of wish that we went back to the age where information wasn't so easily spread around. So spoilers weren't just I have this top secret information and I'm going to spread it around so everyone praises me for getting this information, that kind of stuff. So I don't know why spoiler recognition is such a thing. Again, personally, I would have enjoyed it more if it was a spoiler or spoiler free. Because I was watching the movie and it got to the scene where Fox was revealed and kind of hyping up to it. I was wondering like what they were going to do, and then I was like, oh wait, they said Fox is in the movie, right? Is this where they reveal him? And sure enough, that's where they revealed him. I was like, dang, this would have been so good if I didn't know he was in the movie. Like, that would have been excitement. I would have been more hyped about it. Like, I was still happy to see him, but I would have been even happier if I, again, hadn't known he was going to be in there from the first place. I will say I was surprised that he played as big of a role as he did. I was happy about that. I thought he would just be like a one-off cameo or just an Easter egg, basically, or something like that. But no, he actually plays a big part in the movie. So that made me happy. Which does kind of bring up the point of, do they plan on interconnecting the Mario verse with Nintendo verse? Which I think I remember seeing people mention in like comments and YouTube videos. Just some people are hoping that they don't do that. Others like, that'd be cool if they did. I guess it'd be complicated if they tried to do something like that. The way they handled it in this movie was fine. I have no issues with that, how they got Star Fox into the Mario verse. I don't think they should or even could try to interconnect it with every universe. Like if they try to do it with Kirby, Kirby would make a lot of sense because of the Warp Star. I don't know what else they could really do that with. Definitely not Pokemon. I mean, technically you could, because the Space and Time Lord, Pokio Dialga, and Arceus could probably easily open up a interdimensional wormhole into any type of universe they wanted. They probably could do that, but I don't see Pokemon and Mario really interacting well. It makes sense for Star Fox isn't that like far-fetched. It isn't that disconnected from like the Marioverse rules, so it makes sense. But Pokemon is a whole different beast, so that one wouldn't really work in my opinion. I think that's like the big ones: Pokemon, Fox, Zelda, Ganondorf and Bowser together? Probably not, right? I don't know that much about Link, so I don't know if the Triforce can open up wormholes into different parallel universes or anything like that. So I don't know. I guess technically the art style wouldn't be that far off. The laws of the universe, I think they would mesh fine, but who knows? Yeah, so Star Fox in the movie. Glad he played a bigger part in it than what I was anticipating, but again, wish I had known he was in the movie. What else do we have come up in there? Oh yeah, the interaction between Rosalina and Peach. That one, I was actually interested in seeing how they did that because I knew they had to reveal what the connection was between them, but I wasn't sure how they would do that. Would they go with the fan theories? Would they make up their own theory? Because I've seen game theory, and I know what they said about it, using all their evidence and theories on what they thought the personal relationship between Rosalina, Peach, and all of them was. So the movie did a thing. I won't spoil how they did the thing, but they did a thing. I won't say if they followed what we assumed they would do, or they went and did their own thing. But it was an interesting thing. I was happy with it. So it was an interesting little confirmation or a non-confirmation on it. So aside from that, the Lumas were fine. I was happy to see some other cameos in the movie, some other little Easter eggs, if you want to call them that. Yeah, it was a pretty good movie. I have no issues with it. So again, if you want to watch it, definitely recommend it. Bowser Jr. was handled fine. He was, as you would expect, just a child. He was a child trying to please his dad, and it definitely that's kind of what ends up being the reason why Bowser doesn't stick with his redemption arc, was because Bowser Jr. Because Bowser Jr. was looking up to him as a father, and before, when Bowser was as egomaniac as he was before, that's kind of what Bowser Jr. envied and idolized about him. So Bowser had a choice. He either tried to stick to his guns of changing or be the dad his son wants him to be. So hard choice, you know. That's kind of why he ended up backsliding a bit, or a lot. I say it's a lot. He backslid a lot. So yeah. Anywho, that's kind of all the thoughts that I have for the movie. Again, you should definitely go out and see it. I enjoyed it. I think you'll enjoy it too. If you're watching this video, then yeah, I think you'll like it. So that's all I got for you. Everybody take care. Thank you all for watching, and you have a good one.